Hi, I'm Imogen Lamport from Inside Out Style, answering your colour and style questions. My biggest challenge right now is figuring out if I'm warm or cool skin toned. I've spent several hundreds of dollars on various analysis and I've been told that I'm a summer, a warm, and a warm autumn, which are very different from each other. My personal style is between dramatic and a little bit of casual. I love wearing marigolds, reds, oranges, and even some pinks. I was told to never wear white or black by one lady and told that those are my best colours by somebody else. I'm so confused what to do. So when we're thinking about undertone, I would be guessing if you are wearing a lot of marigolds, reds, and oranges, it's probably indicating to me that you are warm rather than cool. But this is where, when we are thinking about colour analysis, we have to have a system that actually gives us enough variety. The problem with many of the older colour analysis systems is they are really quite limited and they just don't work for everybody, which is why you've been given multiple options. So what might have happened is that one person saw softness in you and so they gave you a summer, and the other person saw warmth in you so they gave you autumn. This is, I'm guessing, because they didn't have a soft version of the autumn, or they didn't have, a warm version of the summer. So this is why often you'll have been given conflicting advice. Now, too, of course, I do think that some people are better at seeing colours than other people, but when we're thinking about colour analysis, what we're seeing is that every colour we see, if we think about the rainbow, colour is reflected light rays. So we think about, reflect the light through a prism and we get the full rainbow of colours. When we're seeing a colour, we know that all the colours that are not are absorbed and that colour is reflected. So if I pop this under my chin, you'll see my chin is glowing a little yellow, and that's because the yellow light rays are reflecting onto me. Whether that's flattering or unflattering is based on my skin pigments. So everything we're wearing is reflecting onto us. And so then it's either they can make us look healthier, be in harmony with us, or they can be at odds. Now, one of the things when we are thinking about how do I decide if somebody is, like what are my colors, what's my undertone, it will also relate to your intensity and your value. We can't just take them all apart. We need to have an understanding of all of these. And I'm wondering if the person who saw you as black and white was great, maybe you are a high value contrast, and black and white is a high value contrast, and that's why she liked it on you. Versus the other one who might have seen you as warm, went, well, black and white are both cool, and so I don't like black and white on you. So this is where other concepts around colour can get mixed in together, sadly. And so this is why I'm always here educating people about understanding colour and colour analysis. So just as a very little brief example, I've got just 3 of my drapes here. So when I'm thinking about even like looking at somebody's colours, if I put on drapes that are too bright for the person, it's very hard to work out if warm or cool works so much, because what we're seeing is brightness, particularly if you have more muted colouring. What we'll see is, I just see bright colours. I can't see anything else but the bright colours. And so therefore that just distracts me, and I find it very hard to see. Like, both of them are a little bit clown-like in a way. So this one is more clown, which is an indicator that maybe this is not the right way for me. Now, we also want to take in the value of the colour, so whether it's lighter or darker. So if I went, I'm going to look at, what you look at here is that all you see is a lot of depth. It's very, very dark. It doesn't matter if it's the warm side or the cool side, it's too dark and it just feels heavy, and it does not feel related, because everything we're doing in colour analysis is we're looking for the harmony and the balance between you and the colours. So if I'm wearing something that's way darker in value than my value, which is light these days, you just notice it's just dark, it's heavy, it's dragging you down. So instead, what I need to look at is something with similar intensity and similar value, and then I can compare warm and cool. Hello, baby. And what you can then see is this side looks at odds with me. You see the drape well before you see me, versus when we look at this side, it seems much more related to me. You can imagine me wearing these colours. So we're really looking for this harmony between you and the colours, that you're a whole, rather than here are colours, and I see the colours before I see you. And these ones, you know, I can't look at them too long on me because they really don't work too well for me. But they're just a few little tips. But I would think that if you have a dramatic personality, what can actually happen is that you'll tend to go for brighter colours because that is more dramatic. Whether or not they suit you, I don't know. I haven't done any colour analysis, but I would suggest that there is an element there of personality where you're choosing brighter colours potentially because it relates to your personality and that love of being more bold. But I have got a blog post on how to make more muted colours look dramatic and still, you know, cover that need, that dramatic personality style element that is just as important. So it is important, but I always think if the clothes, you can still do it in the right colours, the colours that flatter you and make you look at your best. They make you look healthier. They make you look, you know, the wrong colours will make you like go, oh, I've got terrible under eye bags today. I've got double chins. You know, I'm looking tired. Or unwell, particularly if they're really bad colours for you. So there is a big difference, but then personality always comes into this, and so it's important to also go, well, how can I express myself with the colours that flatter me, but still express my personality in a way that makes me feel amazing and fabulous? So that is something to think about as well. So hopefully there are a few little tips if you are thinking about it. But really, when I'm looking at colour analysis, I'm looking that I want to see you first rather than the colours be the focus. So it needs to be related to your colouring, and that I want to draw attention to your face because, of course, you know, that is where I'm looking. When I'm talking to a person, I'm talking to their face. I'm not talking to their, you know, their behind or their arms or their thighs or their tummy. I'm talking to your face. So I want you to be the focus of your outfit. So thank you for your questions. Please keep sending more to me, Imogen at InsideOutStyleVlog.com. I hope you have a lovely rest of your day. Bye for now.